This video is about bass shakers. Now, I wanted to up my home theater game a little bit more. I didn't have a large space. I don't want to spend this huge amount of money just to see if this bass shaker is a gimmick or if it really works, if it really does make the experience even more enjoyable. I saw only a couple videos and they were kind of dated as well. So I wanted to kind of see what was new to the market, maybe the entry-level price point. And I found a Dayton version of a bass shaker and a Dayton amplifier. I think I spent under $100 in total with shipping and everything from Amazon. It came out great. I was really impressed by it. It took a little while to break in dialing the settings. If you had it up too high, it didn't blend well with the subwoofer I had in place. I have a Sunfire subwoofer and it was just not, it felt like it was always rumbling constantly. I'll show you the settings when I show you my setup real quick.
This is the bass shaker mounted to the back of my chair. Now, every chair is different, but I got the best performance out of the unit when I just mounted it simply to the back of the chair. I tried all sorts of different wood structures underneath the chair to mount to, thinking this setup wouldn't be as secure, but I get the best shaking performance when I mounted it simply to the back of the chair. And conveniently, it's easy to access to unclip the two wires when I need to move the chair. So it's pretty simple.
This is the Dayton SA70. I don't know if you can get it on Amazon anymore. It's on Parts Express. There's an SA100, I think, or 110 on Amazon you can purchase. Now I hooked this up right away. I had to have the gain all the way to the top in order to feel anything when I first got the Dayton bass shaker. Now, after days and days of using it, it's broken in. Now I dial it down to almost a quarter of the gain. And now I have the frequency down to 40 hertz. If you have the frequency up too high, you'll just hear constant rumbling. It's more of an annoyance. So let it break in. When you first get it, you might not feel this crazy sensation. Give it time though. Let it burn in, let it break in.
Well, overall, it's been enjoyable. I definitely, if you want to kind of test it out and you can find a kit for under $100, I'd say go for it. Especially if you're kind of bored with what you have and you want to test something out. The cool thing is the setup, it's not overly loud, so I don't have this big 15-inch sub to get this rumbling experience. I can watch movies at night while the kids are sleeping in my man cave without having any issues. I dialed it down to 40 hertz so that it really only hits when it rumbles really, really deep bass. I recently watched, I think today I watched a little bit of Solo, which got a bad rap, but the bass in that movie is really good, and it really does it really tests the waters in terms of the capabilities of the bass shaker. I actually had my wife in the chair when we watched Jurassic Park a couple weeks ago. I cranked it up and she didn't know, and she was like, what the heck's going on? But it does become annoying if it's cranked up too high. So I actually had it down really low. I had it at 40 hertz, so it's really only hitting deep. In the entry-level version I have, the Dayton one, doesn't hit that deep anyway, but it seems to sound well the way it's set up now. If I had it up too high, constantly, it's more of an annoyance. Right now, I only use it when I play games or if I am watching an action movie.
One last thing, I know there is an Aurora version of the bass shaker out now, which hits a little deeper. I think the price before that, when I first purchased it, the prices weren't great. It was a lot cheaper to have the Dayton version versus the Aurora. Now the Aurora is it's like $5 more on Amazon. Get the Aurora,
and so far, 2 thumbs up.